Trump tells female staffers how to dress.
Ugh, as if.
Does Sam Smith make you horny?
Everyday questions. Is that a vagina?
Coming up today on The Point. Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. And we have a special guest with us today to add to the gay and straight men mix. We have sex educator and porn producer, Caitlin K. Roberts.
Did you say porn producer?
Porn producer.
Wow.
Yes. I didn't know that.
Look how happy everyone is.
What kind of porn do you produce?
Feminist, alternative, and ethical porn.
Ethical porn.
Ethical porn.
Now, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Nobody wears
a lot
fur.
Of things.
There's no fur.
Yeah.
No fur.
No fur.
No
there's
animals were
no,
killed.
I mean, like there could be. Anyway. So it means mostly that we put our performers first, so their interests and their desires and their consent matters most to us. We pay them a reasonable amount of money and we respect them as humans and we only want them to do on camera what they want to do. It also means that we have a high level of diversity and inclusion, so you might see people in our porn that you might not see featured in mainstream porn and featured in a way that doesn't fetishize them. So they're being upheld for their personal desire and pleasure as opposed to someone else's.
Amazing.
Cool.
I like that.
Like that's like trailblazing, and that also seems upsetting that that's trailblazing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that people are treated ethically and not, in a token way.
Toys.
We'll get a little bit more into this, but I mean, part of the knock on porn is that it's geared towards straight men and how women are treated. I mean, is that where this comes from, as sort of a blowback, if I can use that word, against that kind of porn?
Well, it's not like that kind of porn is necessarily bad. There is some definitely badly made porn out there, and when I say that, I mean ethically so. But
it's also
really hard
poor
to
production value in a lot of porn
And bad
too. Let's just
acting.
throw that
I
out
never
there.
believed that that's actually the pizza delivery guy.
But it doesn't mean it's inherently unethical, right? Because we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We don't know what those people are preferring to do or not preferring to do. So we just assume that it's made well, but they're not telling us anything. So this is kind of like a stamp of approval, saying like, this is actually happening. We are treating our performers well. You can talk to our performers. They're happy to participate. They're doing it because they want to.
And I'm sure you can tell in the performance as well.
Yeah,
I hope so anyways.
Well, I mean, it's hard because there's cameras rolling, people act differently.
Of course.
So it's still a performance to some degree, but we try and create a setting where everyone can feel comfortable to enjoy themselves.
Interesting.
And the porn company is called Spit.
Yes, spit.exposed.
Say that again?
Spit.exposed.
Right.
So how did you come up with the name Spit?
It was
It's not an acronym for anything?
no,
Okay.
sorry. It was in a line in a journal that I had wrote, and it was like I think I was talking about how I was craving someone's spit or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was like, oh, that's a cute little name. And I was like, okay.
Cool. And your more general website is called To Be a Slut.
That's my blog. I also have an educator website called Caitlin K. Roberts.
Okay. The reason why actually I wanted Caitlin to come on the show is because there was a couple of shows ago where we were talking about something actually quite innocuous, which was underwear. And the question came up, for gay guys, we know what makes other guys like what they want to see, right? What's sexy. But the question came up, what do straight guys wear for underwear that they think women?
I solved this problem, by the way, since that show. I got a pair of underwear in the mail, not like creepy, like I have a subscription to underwear thing, MeUndies. Anyway, give us money, MeUndies. And it's I'm not wearing them today, but there are these boxes with roses on them.
Aww,
it's adorable.
Wow.
Nice.
So how do you feel about that, I guess?
Yeah.
Underwear?
The
I don't
roses,
care.
particularly.
Oh, that's fun.
See, there we go. Problem solved.
Well, the
Once
thing
and
was,
for all.
and I've heard this before, that straight guys kind of don't really know what is sexy for women and what turns women on.
Yeah, but women are all different. You can't say what turns
No,
them
but
on.
I
even
think it's
how,
because a lot of the time, and Ori and Gordon, let me know if I'm totally off base, and speaking just for myself here, but a lot of the time we think of like ourselves as more utilitarian and like than like this sexy object,
Yeah.
so to speak. Not to say that women are objects, but you know what I mean. Like there's sort of an innate sexuality that that we kind of see in women, but the guys
Exactly.
like it's not expected as much or as common or whatever. So we don't think of like, oh, we have to dress in a certain like
Exactly.
at least
Like,
in
there's
terms
no-
of underwear kind
There's
of
no
thing.
like men's lingerie or anything like that.
I like to
right? There's-
consider myself a robot, you know? Like it's just,
Sounds sexy.
Are you trying to say sex machine? Is that what you're trying to say?
no, it came in my head, and I was like, no.
I mean, it looks like you have some fashion. Like you're not a robot.
Yeah, you
You've got
look
some
great.
style.
This is a different thing. Back to the topic. And
Enough about
It's
me.
uncomfortable.
What I've noticed in talking to a lot of straight guys is that they don't even know, like for gay men, I feel like we understand the plumbing of our partners because we have the same plumbing. But for straight men, they don't always understand the plumbing of their partners because the plumbing is different.
Yeah, and you don't really get taught a whole lot about it.
Yeah. So please.
Kind of learn on the fly.
Well, do you guys want to learn about the vulva and the vagina?
Of course.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do actually because
again,
Let's do it.
Is that a puppet?
I have
vagina?
a puppet.
It's
I have
amazing.
It's a vulva puppet.
Oh, okay.
So you'll find out very soon.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So this
Oh
is
my
the vulva.
God.
From the Jim Henson workshop.
That looks comfortable.
It is really comfortable. Do you want to feel it?
I would love
It's
to.
nice and soft.
you're feeling her. Never. Okay, go. Yes.
My vulva puppet.
Don't get jealous, Fred.
So the external genitalia on most people, on people with vaginas, because not all women have vaginas and not all men have penises. So the external genitalia on people with vaginas is called the vulva. This is not the vagina, it's the vulva. The vagina is the internal opening down here where you might put your penis. Or
So
another
only
object.
that's the vagina?
If you're
The
lucky.
hole.
Like the inside.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, I thought
no,
the
no,
whole
the
thing
inside.
was vagina.
Where's
Oh,
the
no, no, no.
clitoris?
Right there.
Clitoris is this little orange nub here.
Or he's showing off.
Sorry.
I thought that was at the bottom.
Yeah, and they have a clitoral
my
hook.
It just depends on what position you're in.
Yeah.
You thought the clitoris was at the bottom?
I guess I don't know.
How often do you think about the clitoris, Tito?
Have you ever seen a naked woman?
No.
You have
you
not?
ever
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, well, yes.
Well,
oh, sorry.
I mean, like in person?
Yeah.
I guess when I was a kid.
like I've seen like my
Fascinating.
all my like girlfriends naked, but like I haven't seen like
how?
no like when they were
Like inspected.
no like when they were changing and stuff, they're just like run around naked.
Right,
doing
but
their
you're not
thing.
like searching
But
for
I've
the
never
clitoris.
looked at. That's what I mean. They never like open. Like it was never there, and I was like, whoa,
Honey, you're my
once.
BFF. Can I check this out? No.
Right.
Oh, anyway, Caitlin.
Okay, so we have the outer labia, which are the lips you would see if someone was standing still. Those are called the outer labia. Then you have the inner labia, which are the little sensitive dangly bits in between the outer labia and the vagina.
The dangly bits.
The little dangly bits. Sometimes they're really small. Some people with vaginas don't have any at all. Some people have longer ones. Totally different. Every vulva is super
true.
different. And then you have, so this model,
You killed me. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Keep right.
this model, believe that the bead here is the urethra, but usually it's a lot lower, like right just above the vaginal opening there. And the most important part is the clitoris. What most men don't understand is that the clitoris is actually a really large structure.
Oh my
Whoa.
God, it looks
Yeah.
like a chicken.
It looks like Gumby, kind
Yeah,
of.
so the part of the clitoris you see is the part in the front, but that's just like a small portion of it. It actually extends in the back. So inside the body, there are legs of the clitoris. So that's why stimulation inside the vagina also feels good, or around the labia as well. So, and then there's the G-spot here, and if you guys want to feel the G-spot.
Is the G-spot a part of the clitoris?
No, it is
Oh, okay.
not. There's urethral sponge, which is like penile tissue. So when you hit it, that's why it feels good. Yeah, so if you want to put your fingers
That's
inside the vagina, you can feel there's like a little walnutty thing in here. You want to feel it?
Sure.
It's
Feel
just
like
a
little
puppet.
nub?
I know, it's just weird.
Wait.
Do you feel
This
it?
So wait, what is that?
That's
This
the-
is much
the
more like
G-spot.
complex than I thought.
I think you should.
No, I'm okay.
So what if a female is
Like
having,
that walnutty thing?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
what about like anal with, on a female? Like, is it easier to hit the G-spot from
No, no. Well, I mean, like from behind, if you were going at it, I guess you might have some direct contact. but it would be through a wall, the anal wall.
So girls wouldn't have any pleasure from doing anal?
Oh no, they totally could. It's varied.
But you don't hit like any...
No, you can. So people
Do women
with,
have a? This sounds like an ignorant question. Do women have a prostate?
I can't answer that. I don't remember, but we can have anal orgasms. So
I'm sure everybody has a prostate.
Yeah, I would
very
think because
similar.
it goes. It's around
I'm
the
not a huge
urethra.
fan
I
of
mean,
prostate.
the inside.
Yeah, I believe it's probably true. I don't think it's as prominent as men's. I think that's why men typically have more enjoyment from butt stuff than women do. But on people with vaginas, the pelvic
butt stuff.
nerve wiring is so intense and different on every woman. That's why some women can come vaginally, some women can come anally. So yeah, it's really cool. It's super cool because it's all different and super connected to our brains. It's super interesting.
So can you hit the G-spot with your fingers?
Yeah, totally.
So,
That's
but what is the...
enjoy that.
But
Guys,
doesn't
I feel like I'm like 12, and I've been trying not to laugh this entire time. It's really hard. I
Isn't the
don't know
main
why.
thing usually like the clitoris?
You know what?
that you have to,
Let's
like,
check this
flick
out.
with
Let's
the
just
knee?
face it for
Some
a
women
hot
are
second.
different.
It's very interesting to see you explore.
You know, this looks way more complicated than I thought. Like I thought it was just like a hole. Like I thought it was just like I don't know.
No,
but this is
there's a lot
like,
going on.
oh my god, like what's
So-
this?
That's why straight guys don't want to ever stop exploring.
Vaginal entrance. So if you push it in more,
This is the
Oh my god. Okay, wait. You do it.
so this is coming out a little bit. So usually it's like a hole like this. So you would just see it like that.
Like that's what every like. Okay, yeah.
No, that's not what every
That's a
vulva looks
pillow.
like. And they're all very, very different in colors,
And-
shapes,
But they are all
sizes.
purple like this. That's,
And what's this?
And
That's the
velvety.
G-spot.
Oh, then what's that here? The thing
That's
poking
the
through.
clitoris. So people.
So where do? Oh my god, this is gonna sound so dumb, and I'm so sorry. But where do women pee from?
The urethral opening, which is, I think, represented as this little bead here, but it's usually a bit lower, right above the vaginal entrance.
Wow.
Have you ever seen Orange
this
is the New
is-
Black?
I don't even know how. Like this is so cool, right? Like I don't.
yeah, I agree.
Yes.
No, it's super interesting. Like I had no idea. Like this was that.
See, because like with dudes though, like it is a lot more simple. Like you've got
It is a
a
lot
couple of
more
things
simple.
there, and then your question about like where do they pee from? For us, it's just a switch inside. It's all the same tube.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's
This is kind of why they haven't been able to create the equivalent of the female Viagra, because it's so much more complicated
Right,
for
definitely.
people. Like the mind-body connection, you can create a pill that will lubricate a woman, but you're not going to create a pill that will mentally arouse a woman.
But does
It just
Viagra
doesn't-
mentally arouse men?
Well, does it need to? Is that the point? Like it's
Yeah,
getting
like-
you to a point where you want to have sex or are able to. So, like, if you were to go to a sex club and take a Viagra, you'd have an erection, and that would make you ideally want to have sex. There's
like
something
all the
called non-concordance, where your brain and your arousal aren't matching. So that can happen in men. It's a little less frequent, but in women, if you don't have that mental
Like where
arousal, you're
yeah,
not
so
gonna wanna
where
have
they
sex.
are not aroused, but never mind. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you have an erection. No, yeah, you're the like.
Because like I was just wondering if that the other side of that kind of happens. Hence, I guess the point of Viagra, where like mentally you
you're
want to
super
have
aroused,
sex,
yeah.
but it's just like
Physically.
wake up, like nothing's happening.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, non-concordance.
I have a question. I heard that women, like, they don't have to necessarily have penetration to reach climax. Is that true?
That's very common. Most women can have clitoral orgasms pretty easily.
Which means like stuff happening outside.
it usually touching the clitoris with the
Oh,
vaginal hood
like
that.
that's it.
That's it.
Wow.
So yeah, when you're going down on a girl, that's what you have to do, right?
Well, you can also like go down on, like down here in the vagina and the lips. Like
It's all the things, right? It's
right,
not,
'cause
But the
the
clitoris
clitoris-
is where you get most of the feeling.
Yeah, this is like there's like 8,000 nerve endings in a clitoris.
Wow.
Yeah, it's intense. So it's super, super, super sensitive, and it's the only organ that's purely for pleasure.
Really?
Men don't have this organ.
Oh my god, I wish.
we should not be given that kind of
Everybody would just be like locked inside.
A quick question for you, and this I'm going to ask this on behalf of Gordon. Because you often talk about what you call side shit, which is
Often.
Yeah.
Twice.
Pretty often. Like,
pretty often.
Hey, proceed. I'm not going to deny it. It's out there in the world.
Not man on top, not woman on top, but side to side.
Equality.
Equality, right.
I'm for the struggle. I'm saying, you know.
Well, number one is not necessarily from a sexual issue, but from a sort of, I don't know what kind of issue you call it, but is there, he jokes about it, that it's equality. Is there something about, women on top or women on bottom that, is there a power? Because with gay men, there's no like real power dynamic sort of thing because it's two guys. But is there a sexual power dynamic with a man and a woman?
I think that's more kink related than anything else.
Because I think the different positions, it's more about just like what you're feeling. Because different things feel good in different ways.
To different
and
people.
at different moments and whatever, right? So I mean, like
women on top, like that is just gonna give me a different kind of orgasm than side to side would.
Well, does it matter what position? I mean, in terms of the clitoris or whatever, does it matter the position?
It depends.
Doggy style or
It really depends on the person. Like because the nerve endings are so diverse in each person, it's like really dependent. That's why you like have to communicate with your partner, see what works.
and it stimulates things in different ways. So yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Super
Well, we will talk more about this, but right now it's time for Tito's Midpoint.
All right, so this week we're playing Brownie Points. It's about strong women. So it's all women. The answers will be women.
It's trivia, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's trivia, so
Okay.
there's no options. Just blurt out what you think the answer is.
Great.
Do I get
Got
to
it?
play?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
no.
So first question, who is considered the best-selling female recording artist of all time?
Beyonce.
No.
Madonna.
Whitney
Yes.
Houston.
Madonna.
Madonna.
This is not fair. I can't like.
So you always love.
Good contribution.
It's hard.
So just lean closer to me.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Princess Diana was killed in a car crash while paparazzi were chasing her. In what year did she die?
97.
Yeah, I think 97.
Wow.
Really?
How did you know that?
Because
Guys, I remember
I was
that.
playing baseball and we were at the All Ontario Finals when she died. So it's just like always there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 97. Almost 20 years.
Crazy. Yeah.
20 years.
Crazy.
Jackie Kennedy was famous as the wife of President John F. Kennedy. She later married Greek businessman Aristotle Onassis.
Onassis.
What was her maiden name?
No.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Grey Gardens. Did you ever see Grey
Because like,
Gardens?
I
No.
know her as like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I know her
anything
Jackie
before
O,
that.
but
It's a very Simpsons name.
Jackie Simpson.
Maggie.
Bouvier. Bouvier.
Bouvier? Really?
Really?
How did I not know that?
Bouvier, like with a B?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bouvier.
Bouvier. That's bougie, kind of.
Bougie.
Anyways. Do you like my little...
My favorite. We have our own show going
I
on
know,
down
my
here.
little side comments are like...
Who was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt?
Nefertiti.
Catherine the Great?
Catherine the
Wait, hold on.
Nefertiri?
Well, it was a cat.
Pharaoh.
Oh, a woman who.
Everybody dresses
Pharaoh.
up as her.
Oh my God.
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Oh.
Oh, duh.
Right, from Clone High. I got it.
No, yeah, I'm with you.
Was she with... Anyways, keep going.
This talk show host, actress, producer, and philanthropist began her television career anchoring at.
Fred Kerr.
Okay, let him finish.
I
It's
had to cheat
Oprah.
that time.
It is Oprah.
Yeah.
I'll never let you go down.
I'm just like
that hill,
staring at the
don't
camera.
worry. I'm there for you.
Who was the only former first lady to run and win elected office?
The
playing-
rightful president,
Correct.
Hillary Clinton.
Oh, yeah.
Who is the longest serving monarch in British history?
Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Like the Queen.
Which one?
They've
Queen
had more than
Elizabeth.
one?
Queen Elizabeth, is that her?
Queen Victoria?
Victoria?
Victoria.
I was gonna say Victoria, you guys, I swear.
Queen Elizabeth II is second.
Damn it.
Hence the second.
Yes. Although famous for a series of novels popular with teens, she also wrote adult novels such as The Casual Vacancy.
J.K. Rowling.
Yes.
There it is.
I'm a Harry Potter fan.
I love her.
See, I love Harry Potter, but I didn't know that either. Like, I didn't know what else she wrote. I guess.
Oh, yeah,
It's
me
not as good
either.
as Harry
So,
Potter.
I don't know.
Right. I don't think anything is, really. The new feminist catchphrase, "she persisted," caught on after Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell said she was warned, she was given an explanation. Nevertheless, she persisted. Who is she?
Elizabeth Warren.
Yes.
What state?
You were waiting for me to finish and you just done it.
I was.
Senator
yes.
of
America. I don't know. New York?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts? Yeah.
Okay, last one. Which recording artist is the most nominated woman in Grammy history?
Taylor Swift.
No.
Beyonce.
Whitney Houston.
The Queen Beyonce.
Beyonce. So you must be very happy about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like mini Beyonce's coming.
Many. Oh, yeah.
Too many
Well,
Beyoncés.
it's not the first time she's carried two other people. And thank you, Tito, for today's midpoint.
Fred's throwing shade.
Jeez.
Which that brings us to talking point number 2. I actually don't think I said talking point number 1, which was what it feels like for a girl, a takeoff of the Madonna song.
Oh.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Well, she was the most...
Okay. I got it.
But talking point number 2, it's a Mad Men world.
Oh, God.
Like the show?
I didn't even finish the show. I watched like halfway through the second last season and then stopped.
Mad Men? I stopped
I don't know
too.
why. I
got
don't have a
really
reason. It's not
weird.
like I didn't love it. I'm just an
He
idiot.
kept cheating on everybody. It's like, ugh, look, enough. We got it.
John Hamm's ham, though.
Hashtag John Ham's ham.
Oh, his ham.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want his hand.
Anyway, we're not actually talking about Mad Men.
Anyways,
We're talking
yeah.
about the Mad Men era. And it seems to be that, well, a number of things. Number one, Donald Trump, he seems to want to bring back the Mad Men era. He has given a directive to women who work in the White House that they need to, quote, dress like women. According to a source who works with Donald Trump, if you're going to be a public person for him, you need to dress sharply. Trump likes women who work for him to dress like women. Even if you're in jeans, you need to look neat and orderly. But he prefers them in skirts and
Of course he does.
heels and things like that.
Like, is he done?
He's such a pig.
No, he's
He's
not.
just getting started,
getting
which
started.
is the worst part. Yeah.
As today's resident woman at the table, how do you react to news like this?
How do you even think I react? It's horrible. It sucks.
Well, what? I mean, there were things like the Women's March and there were protests, but what do we need? What do we do? How do we fight back against this?
You're putting this on my shoulder.
No.
Tell us.
Right now.
This is
gave us
where
the
the
answer.
revolution starts.
You are the woman.
I am not the woman, but I will help other women. I don't have information.
It boggles my mind that we seem to be in this retrograde era.
Yeah. Digressing.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And it's also just the speed at which it's happening. You know, it's not sort of like he's slowly, implementing these oppressive measures. It's all happening at lightning speed, and it's like, I don't know, it's almost baffling. You know what I mean? It's exhausting, but.
And news came out the same week that news came out. We also got news. This was in this is from the Associated Press, that a Playboy Club, Playboy bunnies and all, is reopening in New York City. A few blocks.
I thought you were going to say in the White House.
No, not in.
Well, pretty much. Like,
He's installed a grotto in the West.
That's right. According to a spokesman from Playboy Enterprises, it will be one of the most chic and sophisticated venues in the world. Of course, some people are saying, well, this is, Frommer's travel guides. The publisher, Pauline Frommer, said, retro is in, but I'm not sure this type of retro.
I love the bunnies.
yeah.
I like the show when it was on.
But it's.
But I guess it just.
It's just from a time.
Yeah, it
it's
had-
from that time where it was like so. It's just so. I find it so degrading. Like, it's one thing to have like. I don't know. I don't think it's like a powerful thing for women to be like, yay, there's a club for you to dress like a bunny and like like half naked and half man in suits, like smoke cigars and give you
Might be.
like.
Yeah, but that's like a strip club. Like some girls feel
Well,
empowered.
actually, you said might be. What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, you can't tell women how to feel sexually empowered. Like, that's their call.
Exactly.
But I think maybe what you're getting at, or maybe you're not, or maybe
it's
it's a separate
objectifying
point.
them.
But
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
what I
kind
mean.
of thing where I think that they're talking about like the Playboy Club as like it's this big thing that it's a huge ordeal. I mean, there's strip clubs all over the place, right? Like this sort of thing exists everywhere. It's just in 2017, you're not going to get a just universally like positive, glowing, happy reaction from the general public
But they don't
about
get
something
naked,
like this
right?
because
No, they
it
don't.
is such an individual thing. Is that there are people who feel like it is empowering. There are women who do feel empowered. There are women who don't feel that it's empowering, who think it's something else. And the thing is, that discussion wouldn't have happened 50 years ago. So it would have been, just a bunch of out of touch dudes saying like, this is a thing that's happening to other dudes saying great, and the discussion doesn't even exist. So I'm just thinking it's, in terms of the publicity of it, in terms of the conversation of it, it's not going to be as revered as it would be 50 years ago.
I totally get your point because I feel the same way about strippers. I'm always sort of shocked when women diss other women who choose to be strippers for whatever reason. If it's empowering or if it's a job, yes, absolutely. What struck me about this is the Playboy spokesman saying it will be chic and just painting this very 50s, 60s, gentleman's club kind of thing.
Only men can attend, right?
Right.
But they have like shows. Like
Do
it's not just
they?
girls in bunnies, like or dressed as bunnies. Like that's
Well,
not.
the Playboy Club will be like a gentleman's club where men go and smoke cigars and get waited on by the bunnies. Is there?
what kind of
What's the difference between
show?
that and like Hooters, though? You know what I
Well,
mean?
that I was thinking
Chicken
the
wings.
same thing. Chicken wings, yes. Yeah. I mean, is there a place for the given it's 2017, given Donald Trump is president, is there a place for bringing back things like the Playboy Club?
I think totally. The things, again, when we come back to like ethical work, like it's probably going to be run by a man. All of the staff is probably going to be men in charge, creating a space for men to enjoy themselves. So when you have that situation, you might not have the woman's needs or desires or requirements met at that point, right? So like the way it's done, and then also the women that get hired, are we excluding it to women who are thin, beautiful, busty women who look a
Right.
specific way?
Definitely.
Like there are definitely men who are into various types of women, and if we're not employing those women, then is it really ethical, or are we just idolizing one version of femininity? So it's like, I'm not against sex work by any means, and like there are many women out there who are happy to take men's money, but like it's ethical. Again, it's like the questions behind it come into play.
Well, we'll see how that goes. They're going to open this year. Speaking of Playboy, this just made me laugh. Playboy's playlist, the 15 sexiest songs to get down to.
All right.
I know. And they include things like
Is that Sade?
I Want a Little Sugar in My Bowl by Nina Simone. Anytime, Anyplace by Janet Jackson. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby by Barry White. Although, do you really want to have sex to that? Can't get enough of your love. It's just cheesy, right? I mean, is that sexy?
But at the same time, how like into it are you if you're like, hold on, let's hold
I
on,
can't focus.
I gotta change this song. Like I am way too taken out of it
If
by
music
this
is
song
on,
in the
I'm like, I'm
background.
just gonna start singing along. Like,
The Beautiful Ones by Prince, No Diggity, the original by Chet Faker. There was one here that really struck me, well, By Your Side by Sade. I mean, Sade. Sade, yes. Lay Me Down by Sam Smith. Really?
Here, my
He has,
question
like,
is,
a soothing
who actually enjoys, on this panel, who enjoys like music
Like
during
ambient
sex?
music?
I have in the past.
Kind of.
Yeah?
I don't care.
If it's like sexy, groovy
I
music,
don't know.
yeah.
Depends.
Okay.
It depends.
It's
if
like
it's like
half and
background.
half.
Yeah, if
the
it's
one-
like low and like
Okay.
background.
Why do some gay men think it's sexy to put on like
House music. Oh, I know.
house music for sex?
so fun.
For faster pumps, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's setting a rhythm, right?
It's not hot. Matt, is that hot?
Beyonce's Rocket. should
Why
be on that
me?
list.
Wait, I think that just maybe reminds guys of like being in the club and like you know.
But it's not
But why do you want to
sexy.
be reminded of being in the club?
That's
because
not
like
sexy.
you've already
at all.
achieved the goal of the club,
I don't know. I think
and now you're having sex with
it
someone.
depends.
Like,
If you're in the mood,
Bodily.
like a
It
good
gets
like
you there.
raunchy rap song, like it makes you feel nice
Yeah.
and like
raunchy
yo.
rap.
Doug, what's your sex song?
Yeah, what is your sex song?
I don't have a specific sex song. It doesn't matter because like again, I'm more focused on what's going on, and I don't really care about the music or accompanying anything.
I will
Good
tell you
answer.
that if you sleep with women, we do like accompanying background things, ambiance.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to have it. I just mean it's not something that I need.
What is on your sexy playlist?
Oh, well, it varies, but I like anything from like the XX then to hip hop.
Yeah,
The XX.
yeah,
The
yeah.
XX would
Yeah,
work.
but you
How do you know about the
different
XX?
kinds.
How do you know about the XX?
What's the XX?
It's good. It's
You
like
need to
really
listen to the
sexy.
The XX. So Hold On, the new single. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so good. Their whole albums.
Yes.
Wait,
Amazing.
Matt, you don't have a sexy song that you would?
I don't know, like Missy Elliott sometimes. Why not?
Get your freak on.
Superfly.
Get your freak on.
Yeah.
That's not romantical at all.
Oh, hip hop works. Hip hop is good.
Anyways,
You're
I won't talk
gonna
about
dig
that.
down,
Hip-hop
flip it, and
is
reverse
good.
it.
I've put on a song and done a little strip tease for like
Which
somebody.
one? Which song?
I don't remember. I was kind of like I wasn't sober, so I don't remember. I was like a little tipsy, like I wasn't like.
I always think of Rocket by Beyonce. I think
Yes,
that's
like
such
that.
a
Yeah, I
hot
think it was
song.
that one. Oh my god, I'm not kidding. Okay, yeah.
Maybe you were both there.
Okay.
We were so drunk.
They were drunk. Well, now it's time for endpoints. Actually, before we get to Tito's endpoint, bop of the week, the XX, Hold On, their new single, that is a bop of the week that should be noted.
I don't even know what. The
Well,
XX is.
you
Listen
need
to the
to-
XX. They're
Okay,
amazing.
okay.
Tito, bop of the week.
Ori will punch you in the
I am
face.
about to.
Bop of the week is Cashmere Cat and Camila Cabello, formerly of Fifth Harmony, and it's called Love Incredible.
And Ori, you had an endpoint.
Yes, so I'm going to be in a play at the Alumni Theatre. It runs from the first week of March to the third week of March.
Here in Toronto.
Here in Toronto, yeah. It's on 70 Berkeley Street. So I'm in the second block, so it runs from the 15th to the 19th. It's called Why, but there's four short plays in the block. So yeah, you guys should all come check it out.
Cool. And what's the website for the...
It's alumnitheatre.ca.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get it on the screen.
Yes, thank you.
And Caitlin, if people want to check out your blog, check out your porn, check out all your stuff, where do they go?
CaitlinKRoberts.com. I have it all there. Can I do an endpoint too?
Yes, oh, absolutely.
This vulva puppet was made by a group of indigenous women from Peru. They're called Vulvolution. So, recommend if you want a vulva puppet.
We'll get their website on the screen as
Yeah,
well,
perfect.
Vulvolution. Well, thank you, Caitlin K. Roberts, for joining us today. And
I learned so much.
I know.
I'm so happy you're here. I learned a lot.
Thanks so much. And of course, we have a new show every Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
Degrading, actually.